So, where last left off was my first MMA fight. A course of 48 hours from the time of the fights till that Monday. I had gone from just some average fat ass that worked at Burger King and Spencer to a bona fide badass. People were stopping me at Walmart. They were recognizing me if they were coming through the Burger King drive-thru. It was cool. I was alright with this. This is the opposite of what people had always thought of me. I'd always been the kid that was bullied. So to have this gratification and being recognized for something cool, it was fucking euphoric. The day after the fight with Patrick, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna go until I lose. And so I went on the website, emailed Dan. I was like, listen, I want to fight again. And he emailed me back that day. And he was like, all right, cool. I want you on that card. I was like, all right, cool. I started training in my parents' basement. Fast forward to a couple weeks before the fight. Dan puts out the card. And I'm fighting another new guy. He emailed me personally. He was like, listen, I'm putting you on this card against this new guy. I want to let you know that he's with Team Brawler. Team Brawler in our area was known as the fight team. They had 20 plus fighters from around the area. They were led by a dude named Brian. It's not that they were good. It was more that they had become the best team out of attrition. Brian had multiple fighters in every weight class. The other thing that they had going for them, though, is that they were the most popular team. If you went to a Spirit Lake show, at least 30% of that crowd was going to be wearing Team Brawler shirts. They were the team. You knew that if you were fighting Team Brawler, you were going to get booed. And during my time with Tri-State, Brian would actually start this obsession with trying to find somebody that would beat me. I fought multiple Team Brawler guys during the course of my career. I ended up picking up the win in every single fight. Back to the preparation. The preparation was fucking easy. I felt good with my stand-up. As the fight was drawing closer, what the fuck? Closer, my confidence was peaking. It was so good, the night of the fights. I was walking in there with swagger. I wasn't cocky by any means. I just knew that this time I knew the rules. I knew what I could and couldn't do. I knew that I was going to be able to hold my own. Now, before, during, and after the weigh-ins, I started hearing rumors that, about my opponent. His name was Dylan Schmidt, but he went by Joey. I had heard that he had been talking a shit ton of trash. Whatever. That's cool. And that was even after one fight. My confidence grew so high. I thought that I should be fighting for the title. Dan, the promoter, didn't help with that. After my first fight, I didn't check my email right away. The week after the fight, Dan had texted or emailed me and wanted me to take a heavyweight title fight. In Tri-State, there were 3 divisions. There was the North Division, which was Spirit Lake. There was the Central Division, which was Sioux City. And then there was the West Division, which was Nebraska and South Dakota. I had gotten an email that I didn't see until 2 days after the fight was supposed to take place, that Dan wanted me to go down to Sioux City and fight Cody Duvall for the heavyweight title. And Cody Duvall at the time was a big fat ass monster. Probably weighed in at 300, I want to say. Oh no, it wasn't even the heavyweight title. I'm sorry, it was the super heavyweight title. So he wanted me to do that, but I didn't catch it right away. I was on cloud 9. I knew that I should be 1 or 2 fights away from a title match. As the fight preparations began, I was starting to get looks and smiles from the corner of the backstage area that Team Brawler was in. I brushed it off, and got down to doing my little meditation. I wasn't even concerned that Chance was the very first fight of the night. And Chance, at 1-5, had talked himself into a 4-man tournament to crown a new bantamweight champion. 1-5. Chance didn't last very long, though. He went up against a wrestler named Chris Elm. It was bad. I'm laying there, resting my eyes, headphones in, block out everybody. And all of a sudden, somebody slaps me right on the belly, and it's Chance, and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. So, stand up, start stretching, start warming up. I'm mentally in the zone, kind of tuning people out from Team Brawler. As we were getting ready to walk out, both fighters would like stand next to each other before they walked out. So, it's me, and I believe it was Dana, and it was Chance on one side. And on the other side, all Team Brawler. All fucking 500 of them just standing there. They start trash talking me, and I'm like, whatever, Joey is the first one out, and Joey, about 6'3", probably like 275 pounds. He looked like a goober. As soon as Joey walked out and the crowd started roaring, I'm like, oh god, this is going to be an interesting fight. And that was the split second where I started doubting myself. As I walked through the curtain, the boos were so deafening. I'm surprised I didn't get punched by one of these fans. That's how passionate Team Brawler fans were. I made it to the ref with no incidents. He did the cage side checklist, get some Vaseline on your face, check see if there's not any Vaseline on your body, make sure there's a nut cup, make sure there's a mouthpiece, and you're off. You're in there. So the crowd starts, like dying down a little bit. Like they're still like cheering. I can still remember hearing Brian in Joey's corner just screaming at Joey, "This guy is nothing, Joey! Fuck him up!" I'm like, alright, let's do this. Bell rings. Walk forward. I put out both hands. Let's do this. Let's have a good fight. This motherfucker throws a right hook. I barely get down in time, and it comes over my head. Oh, fuck no. As soon as this goes over my head, I pop back up, right hook of my own. Lay him flat out. Before the ref could jump in and stop the fight, Joey is trying to get back up on his hands and knees. I bend down, and I throw the most hellacious uppercut. Joey is on all fours. This is Joey. Trying to get up. As soon as I hit him with the uppercut, he goes, whew. I lifted this 275-pound kid up a few inches, and he comes back over and falls on his back. That was about the time the ref could make it over to him. That's when it clicked on me after the fight. That's why they were all smiling. Those motherfuckers were going to cheap shot me. It was great. At that point, I'm riding a high. I think that I should be getting a title shot right away, and it didn't happen. What did happen, actually, we'll get into next week. And that is my first 2 losses. If you liked what you just saw, please hit that like and subscribe button. Lets me know that I'm doing a good job with these stories and that you enjoy them. Also, follow me on Twitch at Brewstairs, Twitter at Brewstairs, Instagram at Brewstairs, Facebook, facebook.com/user/Brewstairs. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Search Brewstairs, my YouTube name, on Facebook. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.